Let's check this out. I don't think this has anything about Marvel Strike Force. Oh, it looks like we have a part 2 on here too. So let's watch part 1 and then maybe we'll roll into part 2. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. About a year ago. I'm very curious about this. Some people, I shared this with some people on my server, my Discord server, and they said it was pretty interesting. A little bit.
So guys, the time has finally come when old Amorgin has done his investigative journalist piece, done a little bit of digging around to see who is this company called Scopely, who delivers the Star Trek Fleet Command IP. Being a Trekkie myself, it's very close to my heart, and I've been often feeling let down by how shabby the implementation and development of this game and this product has.
What game are we talking about? Marvel Strike Force? Sounds like Marvel Strike Force to me, but okay.
I've had my run-ins with Scopely employees in the past, and people have reached out to me and requested numerous times that I do a little bit of digging around and reveal to people who this company are. I've come across this site, glassdoor.ie. I'll leave a link in the description below for you guys. You can go and check it out in more detail yourselves. I'm not going to go through every little bit of this site.
Now, everybody that works at Scopely doesn't necessarily work for Boundless because that was the team from Fox Next. They merged with Scopely. They kept most of the team on. So I don't know if it's going to be the same people or whatnot, but I'm curious what like business practices we're going to figure out here, what we're going to talk about.
I just wouldn't have the time. I've breezed through it already. We'll focus on a couple of bits and pieces in it. But Scopely, they've had their times with games like The Walking Dead, and they do.
Digging this guy's accent. Yeah, I'm stopping myself from imitating it because it's really something else. Just digging it.
Looney Tunes, and they do a number of other IPs. Star Trek Fleet Command is the one I'm mainly concerned with, but we mentioned too The Walking Dead as well. There was quite an uproar with The Walking Dead IP as well. Very unhappy customers, very disgruntled.
A friend of mine is addicted to this one. Yeah, I've definitely seen him doing weird stuff with this game. I think it has a real world element where you gotta like walk around or something, as far as I know.
Customers and how that particular IP was used, how the game was developed, and I suppose how it was delivered in the end, and that's a story in itself. If you do a little bit of digging around, you'll see plenty of unhappy reports on that.
What's this? Scopely has learned that as it is facing another fan spending boycott in protest of its 4-year-old mobile game. So it took them 4 years to make the fucking news with their fan spending boycott. We tried one of those, right? But yeah, so maybe another one will happen here in another year. Maybe. Boycotts. Oh, okay, they had previous ones too. Wow.
Suffice to say, the Star Trek Fleet Command at least rivals it probably now at this stage. There's a lot of Trekkies like myself who feel that it just doesn't cut the mustard when it comes to delivering a product that keeps in line with the ethos of what it is to be a Trekkie and the Star Trek ethos.
I myself have never cut any mustard, but I assume it's something that one does
in general. So I'm gonna breeze through this. We're gonna look at some of the photos here to begin with. We're gonna follow that up with checking out some of the benefits.
We're gonna stalk them on their page. We're gonna stalk them a little bit and see what they look like. Maybe find out their home addresses and pay them a little visit.
Working for this company, we're going to look at the experience of some people who have done interviews with this company, and then
we're going to get real creepy.
Some of the salary scales, and finally finish off with some reviews from current and former.
I feel like I shouldn't be looking at this. Does anybody else feel that way? Let's keep going.
Employees. Safe to say from them images, guys, mostly Star Trek Fleet Command. You can see it there. Not too much Walking Dead there. A little bit of Looney Tunes, and
not too much Walking Dead, although they all do look like the Walking Dead. They got the dead eyes.
smiles all around, yoga and happy faces everywhere. So very positive looking start there when you look at the photographs. We'll jump on into the benefits section here, guys. Now, I'm going to check out the US. The Spain one, a lot of that's in Spanish, and I'm not fluent in the old Spanish. So we see a rating there for the benefits of a 3.8 out of 5. Not too bad, I guess.
A 3.8.
Current Scopely employees saying great health insurance.
Yo, anybody know what the Better Business Bureau page looks like these days? We had some fun on that one. You guys remember that? Back in the day, I said go to the Better Business Bureau for Scopely. And when I first went there, they had like 35 reviews. We're up to 90, boys. Nice. And this is back when I only had like 2,000 subscribers. So maybe we should do that again now. Just pop over here. Look, I'm going to say it casual. Like I came out here and me and Genome did a whole thing. I was behind the news desk. MrHartgrave, professional Karen, right? Remember that shit? That was hot. Dude, that was some high effort shit. I was like, I'm going to get this community enthused. And even with my little ass following that I had, about 60 of you crazy motherfuckers actually went to the Better Business Bureau site and left reviews. So do it again. Do it again. The cool thing about this, I know it won't work. Fuck, who cares if it works? Just do it. Pop on here. Do it right now. Everybody, we got 175 people right now. Go here now. If you can. I don't know what you're doing. If you're doing this on your phone, you're watching me. Don't stop watching me because then all my numbers will drop. Just do it like when we're done. Do it tomorrow, but actually do it. Go on here and leave a review, right? I never did mine. Start a review, and then they can't remove it is the thing. Dark promotion credits. Yo, these are totally Marvel Strike Force people. That's fucking hot. Look at this. This is so fucking cool. Yahtzees with buddies, WWE champion. Some of this shit is not Marvel Strike Force. However, that top one is totally fucking Marvel Strike Force. So not all these are my people. But yo, let's get on here. Let's flood this up a little bit. What should I write? I gotta think. I can't write this on the spot. I have to put some more thought in this. And we gotta get something good in here. See, that's why I never did it. Because I needed something good. You don't need something good. I need something good because I'm like high profile, right? I can't just fuck you. You gotta be like the best complaint on here is that when you spend money and you didn't get what you paid for. That's the best complaint. That's like a business complaint. That's what you want to go with. I spent money, I didn't get what I paid for, they never refunded me, which happens all the time, right? Everybody always goes on here and they try to write, or everybody always plays Marvel Strike Force, and they try to, and then they buy something, and it says it's one thing, and then they don't get it. So when that happens, you got to go here and mark it down, because otherwise, who are you going to tell? There's no other choice. And the idea was if this blew up to some crazy number, that we could get someone to look at it. However, it's only at 90. So I don't know how many thousands of people are going to watch this video and get to this part. But when you get to this part, take a moment, and I will too. And when I put this video up, I'll come back here and I will do this. And I'll write my fucking review finally. Because I know there's been times where I've given them money and I didn't get what I was supposed to get and they didn't refund me. That's a Better Business Bureau complaint. It should be on here. I know they're not accredited. I know they don't give a shit. The thing is, if this number here said like 5,000, 10,000, you can take that to a game reporting outlet and say, yo, look at what people are doing to Scopely. And then once that happens, you're going to see this number triple, double, quadruple, and bigger news outlets will get on it and be like, man, there's a protest going on and everybody's lighting up Scopely on the Better Business Bureau site and they can't do shit about it. See, that's what's funny. Do that. But it ain't going to start with 90 customer reviews, everybody. This wasn't enough, okay? Get with me. Feel me on this. Let's do it. I'll keep bringing that up periodically until it happens too. So if you don't do it this time, make sure you do it the next time I asked you to do. We'll do that. Like and subscribe.
stuff like that, comprehensive coverage provided, a lot of people talking about plenty of free meals, cellular bill reimbursement up to $75, great. Like I say, guys, you just go and take a wee look at this yourselves.
They got the free hookers.
Weekly massage appointments with Beth are great. I wonder, could I get...
Yeah, massage appointments with Beth. She turns me over. It's nice.
I wonder, as a content creator, could I get a wee massage with Beth? I wonder, are the L-Cars guys getting massages with Beth? I wonder, is that why they're so friendly with Scopely at the moment? I wouldn't mind an old massage.
That's a bit of an insinuation.
Myself. And great company that provides good benefits. So all in all, quite positive benefits. It's saying
like an employer with benefits.
3.8 score out of 5. This is going back to 2015. Let's jump on to the interview section here. Overall, if we look at that, the experiences, the negative is there at about 59%. Now, if that was an election, if that was a political election to elect a government, that would be regarded as a landslide victory. It's quite negative. 2.9 average in terms of the difficulty.
They don't like to interview people.
In terms of the experience of interviewing with this company.
Too busy in the back with Beth.
I found this one very interesting, that this guy felt that he was being asked very strange questions about how he would what was the requirements for an earthquake monitoring system. Strange kind of stuff there. Right.
Well, sir, we're building this earthquake machine, and we're wondering if you would have any moral qualms with constructing an earthquake machine. Would that be a problem for you to develop something that would cause earthquakes in major cities? Would that be something that would ethically challenge you? Answer it honestly, please. Answer it honestly. Your answer, one way or another, won't affect you getting the job. We're just wondering, if I say had you build an earthquake machine, is that something that you would tell anybody about or anything, or have a problem with? We're going to sign you to an NDA, of course. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was Arrow Season 1. Yeah, Scopely actually was inspired by Arrow Season 1, and they were going to build the earthquake fucking machine. Holy shit.
A simple game from scratch. One of the interview questions, you can't show your personal projects. Lead interview, nothing too difficult from what he remembers. Fair enough. How would your past work experience help you get this job? That's a standard enough question to get asked.
What kind of massages do you give?
A lot of questions about process and handling overseas support staff. And do you like snacks? This guy felt it was a horrible, weird...
Do you like tasty treats? Do you like tasty treats? Because we have tasty treats here, if you know what I mean. Massages. Tasty treats and massages.
Dysfunctional, lame, unprofessional, time-wasting and ignorant company of whack clones.
Yo, this dude called it straight up. Straight up. He's like, these guys are a bunch of ass clowns. I would never work here. You should never play their games. Horrible, weird, dysfunctional, lame, unprofessional, time-wasting, and ignorant. It's always what we felt, but now we know. First impressions are everything, people.
Somebody didn't have a very positive interview there at all. Didn't get an offer, presumably. They ask mundane questions which really has no relevance in real-world situations. Interviewer asks,
do you like tasty treats? It's just a question, just yes or no. Do you like tasty treats? Do you like massages?
Questions and unexpected certain, so you can get into the detail of that yourself. Wanted to know the algorithm used when an index is utilized on the database, not when you should use this index over that index. Right? Okay. I'm not up to speed with some of these roles that people would be interviewing, so some of this might go over my head, some of it might go over your head, but there are those there who are software engineers and office managers and that'll get some of this. Full day of interviews, an hour with this with 6 people. They flew me out and took care of my Uber rides, mostly situational and behaviour questions. Okay. Tour. They give this person a tour as well.
All right, just to give you some insight into this, I've done some recruitment in my days. An office manager is going to be treated very differently from a software engineer from an interview perspective. It's a totally different department, so I'm not surprised that we're getting like kind of a night and day kind of experience from like an office manager as opposed to like maybe a different kind of role in the IT field. The office manager is going to manage the fucking office, so different kind of expectations on that. Looks like things went better in that regard.
Well, they had applied online originally. Fair enough. Let me see. Applied through an employee referral. It took 5 days. Normal startup interview for an engineer. Take home to start with. Okay. Honestly, don't remember interview questions. So on. So again, I'll skip on to page 3 of this. See if there's anything juicy there.
Juicy.
A 2.9 difficulty.
Hey! I'm on to this guy. I've heard that somewhere before.
It's not great
tacos.
There. Long day of interviews with several managers. What will you bring to the table? 1 month contracting work. Normal interview stuff. Why do you want to join?
I'd like money.
2 interviews that person had. And so on, guys. So you can browse that at your own time. Let's get into this.
I'd like to make some predatory mobile games. And you know what I've always wanted to do, kind of deep down in my heart, is make an earthquake machine. You, sir, are hired.
Salaries. Let's take a look at what people are getting paid. Let's see here. We'll jump into the Los Angeles one just to just have a quick nosy to begin with. So straight away we're seeing 100,000 plus software engineer.
These are good salaries. That's good.
Data scientists. We'll skip on down. Data analyst. Lowest paid there so far. Executive assistant, quite low paid there compared to some of the rest. We'll go on another.
But fair for the roles. I don't see anything shocking here.
A wee bit here.
No. I still have to. I know. I have to use the browser without the ads. I'm sorry.
CRM manager, associate community manager.
Oh, there it is.
Low paid there.
Oh no, people! It's not a senior community manager. It's an associate community manager. That is a low-paid position at an IT company. I mean, you basically it's a step above, a lot of things. But it's a step below everybody else. And people are going to be treating that dude like shit. I'm just saying. These guys earning like 3 times his salary that he's talking to. They're going to be like, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of my office. The community wants what? Shut the fuck up, you annoying piece of shit. You like snacks? I'm getting a fucking massage. What the fuck? I'm getting a massage in here. Get the fuck out of my office. You're agitating Beth. I'm trying to build a fucking earthquake machine. You're in here telling me this? Get the fuck out of here. Fuck, you might as well be a goddamn intern.
You'd expect that you're dealing with people, you're dealing with the community, you're dealing with all of the customers and the free-to-plays, thousands upon thousands of people, managing moderators and stuff. That's quite low compared to some of these other roles. A merchandise coordinator.
The fuck is a merchandise coordinator? That's a merchandise coordinator. I gotta check that. Merchandise coordinator. Yeah, what the fuck is that? Merchandise coordinator. It's not for a game company, but this should give me a good idea of what the fuck they are. Role, customer service. Responsible for ensuring merchandise presentation plans and priorities. What the fuck? Maintaining a clean and organized store. Yeah, they're like a window fucking dresser. Is that right? Yeah, like a merchandise coordinator at like a TJ Maxx like sets up the fucking displays. So what the fuck does a merchandise coordinator do at Scopely? Responsible for ensuring turn and retailers' merchandise is well maintained and displayed in an attractive manner. Yeah, they're like a window artist. What the fuck is going on in Scopely, man? Where you need a merchandise coordinator. Like they got a window display they need tuned up. They got some fucking shelves in there. Like I guess the merchandise coordinator might. Do they have anything to do with the offers in the store? Like, do they do the graphics? Is that why all our graphics in the fucking store are fucked up? Because they got the merchandise coordinator that they're paying about as much as their fucking community manager, and their job is to like get the right graphics on the right offer. I don't fucking know what merchandise we're talking about. That's all we're selling is offers. Maybe they're in charge of the fucking icon in the store, and that's why they made a big fuss about it. That dude wanted to justify his money. He's like, "Yo, I made a new icon. I think this is really going to help our merchandise move." What the fuck?
Look, quite low paid there compared to some of the rest of them.
The fuck?
Project managers are on 170 to 183k, and it's all in dollars, American dollars. Senior community manager, 84 to 90k.
There it is. We were looking for that one. Senior community manager, 84.9. That's a decent salary. That ain't bad, man. We could maybe expect some things from the senior community manager at that salary.
A little bit better than the associate, but still quite low paid compared
No.
to...
Look, I'm not buying that. That's not bad. That's a decent salary. Now he's not doing software engineering or like tech. I mean, yeah, what the fuck is he doing? He's getting on. Yeah, I mean, like we're looking at our senior community manager for Marvel Strike Force. He's making some videos. He's making some blog posts. You know, for what he's doing, it's a good salary. So maybe we can get on him a little more. I don't know. You could probably get on him a little bit. I'm going to get on him a little bit. We got a project, right? We get here in MrHartgrave's Discord server, link below. Go to my Discord server. We got a section of the Discord server where we have some of the top problems that we're having in the game. You can vote on which ones are affecting you. I'm going to get them in front of the senior community manager. Then the word is that he will then take that to the developers, and they will tell him whether it's working as intended. And if it's not, maybe something will happen. Let's try it.
The rest, the intern's only getting about $2,000. That's not great. Director R&D management approaching 200k there.
Yeah, I mean normally the intern positions are unpaid, so that's actually interesting that they pay them anything at all. Maybe it's for tax reasons, so they can list them as an employee. There's probably something shady about that, but it's fine. Oh God, no! I think we're about to tell the punchline. I think we got the punchline coming. Everybody, here we go.
Some of these other guys, marketing director, 79k, quality assurance, 41k. That's quite low.
No. The 41k for a quality assurance manager? Holy shit, dudes! What the fuck? No! That is fucked up. No. That's a technical IT role. That needs to be like 80,000 minimum. Oh shit. Oh no.
And that's probably why the quality...
Is that a
people give
typo?
out about the quality, because the quality assurance and the project managers being paid peanuts. You know what they say.
It should be 140, right? Not 40. 140.
Hey, you pay peanuts, you get monkeys.
Oh
let's
my
see.
God.
53k for development analyst, business development analyst. And big bucks there for...
Business development analyst is a role too. Your customer service representative, that tracks.
For a couple of other roles, guys. So again, you can browse the detail of this yourself. Let's see. Analytics manager, lead engineers, office administrator. Hourly, you're getting $18 to $19 hourly to be an office administrator. Director, community relations management. Slightly better, but still not...
Is that the boss? Do we got one of those?
Among the big bucks by the looks of it. I want to jump out here to let's see what they're paying in Europe, in Spain. We'll ignore Culver
kind of
City,
money do they use
California
in
at the moment,
Spain?
and we'll go to Europe.
How much are they paying
Not a whole
Beth,
load
though?
listed there. Could be customer service team leader, 26k to 28k. Not huge money. Senior talent partner,
That's two
software
tacos.
engineer. Okay, the highest paid there is under 50 grand compared to the big bucks that they're getting paid in America. All right, let's look at the reviews here, guys. These are from current and former employees. Great benefits, catered lunches, free beer on tap at events, grand segmented departments, difficult work-life balance, chaotic political and no work-life balance. All right, not sounding great there, but a 3.9 overall. 90% approve of the CEO. And 70% recommend a friend. Let's take a look at the meat of this. I worked at Scopely full time, working alongside smart-driven people, usual tech startup growing pains. That's in 2020. Well, call it a tech startup growing pains. Like, this company's been around 5 years, 6 years now at this stage. Could you say that there's growing pains after that length of time?
Yeah, you could actually. I mean, there's plenty of companies that have been around for like 20 years that are still like basically startups. It really depends on your growth and what you're doing. You go through phases too where you can kind of like shut down one aspect of the business and then pick up another. Like if Scopely has been around for a long time, but they didn't know if they did like console games and they moved to mobile games, they might consider themselves like a startup in terms of the mobile game industry. Semantics.
Sure.
This is out of Canada. They have a gambling awareness program. I've reached out to them. They haven't responded to me, but I would love to do a video with them on Marvel Strike Force, because they've done other mobile games where they do like a deep dive into all the tactics that mobile game does, which we're going to get into and see how it applies to Marvel Strike Force, because that's fascinating. Knowing the terminology and what the fuck they're doing, trying to get inside their head, dealing with these motherfuckers. Because yeah, MrHartgrave's going to try to play ball with them. I'm gonna try to jump in a little bit and see what we can get done. Maybe we can do something. Maybe we can't. Well, let's give it a shot. All right, so we're going to start with this. Now, hardly anybody has seen any of this shit. They got 27 subscribers. It looks like they put some high effort into some of this shit. I mean, they got some nice, decent thumbnails happening here. They got this gentleman here who comes out and talks. I don't know. But it looks like they first started off trying to make a cartoon. I think this is maybe meant to educate kids about mobile games and practices, but let's just check. I'm curious about that. I haven't seen this. Maybe you play this for like your 5-year-old or something. Hey, Timmy. Did you know that mobile games are fucking evil? Now, I don't think this is geared at kids because we already got some heavy fucking words up on screen here. By 2017, total global sales from in-app purchases alone are projected to be about nearly 37 billion. Holy shit. You bet by 2020. They didn't know. They didn't know. Somebody go back and tell them. What the fuck happened in 2020? That shit must have fucking tripled or quadrupled in 2020. Shit got real in 2020, Timmy. Don't go to 2020. Hell, Bogo. Oh, what the fuck?
Hey, check
Jesus
it out.
Christ.
What is it?
Some
First
loud
in
shit.
clan rank.
Oh, no way.
Dude, that is like totally a Marvel Strike Force player. Look, we won war. Nah, really? That's hard to do.
Wait, how did you do that? We just started playing.
Oh, I fucking wailed. I fucking wailed up. I got my dad's credit card and I bought all the shit. I just bought it all. And now I win and you lose. Small dick motherfucker.
Raw skills.
Also, straight up, I'm a vampire. I got fangs. I bought those fuckers too. Did you know the kind of shit you can get done to your body in the world? Body modification's all the fucking news, Timmy. This is why you can't get with nobody. You lame. You suck. Get good. Get a credit card. Buy some microtransactions.
Really? 'Cause I might have heard from Amy that you wouldn't go to the movies with her because you were broke from spending all your money on games.
Oh, sick burn. Sick burn. Who the fuck needs movies when you're number one, bitch?
Come on, Amy. Oh, whatever. I only bought a few things. Plus, they wouldn't let you buy stuff if it didn't make the game better. How else do you get first? Doy.
Yeah. Ignorant motherfucker. How you gonna get first if you don't buy the in-app purchases? How you gonna get ahead? No one likes you, and this is why.
If you were really good, you wouldn't need to buy your way to first.
You MrHartgrave sounding motherfucker. I'm so sick of you.
Oh, whatever, Mr. Not even in the clan ranks.
Nah.
You ain't got no clan. You ain't got nothing.
Okay, but question.
What?
Well, what happens when no one plays that game anymore?
You mansplaining motherfucker.
Like that's going to happen anytime soon.
What are you talking about? We were just playing Shekel Hunt last week before this new game dropped.
Yeah, but now I'm addicted to this one. So are you.
So?
I'm just saying, what happens to all your money when no one plays that game anymore? Aren't you a little worried?
I don't know.
You coming off preachy as fuck right now, and we're kind of losing sight of how I'm number one.
That's future me's problem. Right now, I'm number one. I'm number one. Better
Thank you.
than you.
Bring it to focus.
Go cry boo-hoo.
Suck.
Well, actually right now you're kind of fifth.
What? Oh,
Spend more money.
Seriously?
Spend more money.
Fifth?
Give it money.
Give me that. Bam. First again.
Done.
Still the best.
Now I got a horse.
Lord.
So what?
Doing? I was like a 5,000 coin item.
Whatever.
Dude, kind of think you might be getting a bit too competitive.
And what is that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Means you're lame.
It's a free-to-play game, and you're spending money like it's high-stakes poker. Just kind of seems excessive,
High stakes poker is also a problem.
don't you think?
Stop doing that. Jesus Christ.
Maybe you're not totally wrong.
Did he really win her over with that shit? He had like the weakest arguments. And she's like, yeah, you got a point. You can't get through to these people that way. There's some people like that in this channel right here who weren't won over by any of that shit. What do you mean? What do you mean? Why do I care if it's going to go away tomorrow? I'm number one now. Number one, motherfucker. I'm number one. Got a horse.
Like usual.
Hey, don't push your luck, wise guy. But I guess I could cut back a bit. We should get to class. We're gonna be late.
Hey, so
Does this work?
You're not gonna let me catch up to your level, are you?
Not a snowball's chance in hell.
Huh. Did you think you were going to get away from this video without learning something? Well, wrong. I'd like to introduce you to some of the basics about
This video's crazy. What the fuck is going on? This is back in 2017? This is like some weird student project, man. This is some weird shit.
mobile in-app purchases. One of the more surprising stats on mobile gaming is just how few players actually make purchases.
True. Almost no one is spending money on them. This is actually true. No one spends money on mobile games. No one's buying these things that people think that people are buying. They're not. Especially not in Marvel Strike Force. Everyone stopped.
The reality is, only about 1 in every 50 mobile gamers will spend money on their game of
You want to feel like everybody's spending so that you spend, right? And that makes your spending okay. In your mind, everyone's doing it. But really, not everybody is.
choice. Out of those few players who do choose to make a purchase, the top 10% generate roughly 70% of any given game's revenue. The industry refers to these big spenders as whales. Whales tend to spend any...
I mean, wouldn't it be better if instead of trying to cultivate this like whale culture where we try to get one person to like just ruin themselves financially, we just charge for the game? Just charge for the game. Just come up with a monthly fee and just charge for the game. Which is how I try to view it when I pay for stuff in a mobile game or a free-to-play game or whatever. I'm like, I would buy this game. Give it this amount of money that I can agree to, except they're not agreeable like that. It's like nuts like this, like crazy shit. Like we need something to protect this person that does this. This is crazy, crazy.
Anywhere between $100 and $1,000 a month on in-app purchases. And just for reference, the other 90% of paying players, aptly named dolphins and minnows, spend somewhere between $5 and $15 a month. Don't believe me? In 2015, Clash Royale's top player, YouTuber Chief Pat, reportedly spent over 12.
It's always a goddamn YouTuber too, isn't it? Always a goddamn YouTuber. I'm actually surprised that the big names in Marvel Strike Force are not actually YouTubers. If you look at like the big guys, like the guys with the biggest collection powers, I don't know why the fuck they're not. Like, yo, man, I would watch Tadano Mac's channel, right? Like, wouldn't you? I watch that shit. And like, yeah, I get some of these guys that are up at the fucking top, like doing some content. I'm gonna check that out. I mean, because at least they're offsetting that shit. It's weird.
$1,000 in just a few months to secure his ranking at first. So what do whales spend all that money on? Well, typically it's high-end items and in-game currency, which helps these players speed up gameplay and play.
Except not in Marvel Strike Force. This is old. That's what players used to spend their money on. Now they found ways to like take their money for like nothing. It's great.
Higher on leaderboards.
Innovative.
Not convinced? Well, check out the daily revenue of these top mobile games from January of 2017.
Damn.
Notice how the two casino-style games aren't even in the top 10. Instead, strategy and role-playing games dominate this list.
Yeah, we didn't even get into the 5v5 games yet, did we? That's like we got a whole new breed with Marvel Strike Force that came in here. Showed these fucking rubes what's up.
For free-to-play games specifically, about 84% of the revenue they generate comes from in-app purchases. The other 16% comes from rewarded advertising, like in-app ads and click offers. So remember,
We had to get rid of all that shit, though. We had to get rid of all that.
like anything else, in-app purchases aren't bad, but it can be easy to get carried away. A good tip is to spend what you can afford, and most importantly,
That's true.
remember, it's all in good fun.
I don't know, that message was a little... She's like, nobody be spending money on mobile games. Only like 1 out of 50 people spending money. But yo, straight up, if you spend some money, which you probably do, go ahead. Like, what are you saying? Your message is muddy. I do not understand. All right, there's one more of these little cartoons, and then I think we're going to call it a night here. Maybe we'll go look at some Marvel Strike Force a little more. But I'm curious over here. That was Prologue 1. This is Prologue 2. And then they start talking about, I don't know, it looks different. It looks I'm gonna wait until they get good at content and come back in. We'll figure out what's going on. It looks like this is like some like they came into YouTube and they didn't know what YouTube was, but then it looks like they kind of figure it out up here. These look interesting up here. Like they kind of figure out how to maybe get people to click stuff. Not really though, because they ain't got no fucking views. You got to work that algorithm a little better, man. You got to be like MrHartgrave and sneak in as an envoy and then trick like 140 people on Twitch to watching this shit. Or like, you know, trick like thousands of people on YouTube by putting like some thumbnail on some shit and be like, I don't know, save the whales or how Heidi was number 1. You know, I don't know, riding a fucking horse. I don't know. You got to play the internet's game, man. You can't just talk to people about fucking, you know, in-app purchases, gambling addiction and shit just straight up. Just fucking straight up. Nobody wants to hear this shit. All right, here we go. So you found out that you're addicted to gambling, Timmy. Here's what you do.
Well, hello there.
Hey.
Welcome to the Gambling
So-
Awareness Program's
The fuck is up with your tablet, man?
mini video on mobile gaming and
Look, all right, this is fucking me up because is he like in the video or is he like outside of the computer but like super tiny? And then like, why is the phone so small then or big? If he's, I don't know, I'm just confused.
and gambling. Today, I want to walk you through some information on gaming you might not have ever thought about, because the more you know.
Because you don't watch MrHartgrave videos, motherfucker, and maybe you should. Make sure you like and subscribe.
The better. Okay.
I'm number one.
Why is a gambling education program talking about video games? Well,
Because it's the same fucking thing now, everybody.
comes down to one word: monetization, which is just a fancy term for how a company makes its money.
How they rob you.
Or revenue. See, as of 2016, the most successful game monetization
Valgrath did a self-report, everybody. Just ignore that.
model became the free-to-play model. Now, that's where a game is free
Leifu's
to
also
try,
self-reporting. Chat is self-reporting left and right.
but some features of the game are enhanced through in-game purchases. 2016 also saw mobile gaming revenue hit $40.6 billion. 84% of which was generated through free-to-play apps using in.
Man, they think these statistics are like more shocking than they actually are. They're like, we're dropping fucking bombs, right? They're like, we're dropping bombs. They're making billions. We're like, yeah, and? I mean, maybe it's just the time. Maybe it's because we're looking at this from like the future. Yeah, right? I think this is the animated Hartgrave. Except he doesn't drop enough. This video would have dropped more F-bombs. This shit would have got more views, and then maybe somebody would fucking know about this shit. You need some help. They need to respond to my fucking emails, man. We need to do some shit, man. Come on, hit Hartgrave up. Get this motherfucker talking right, and let's drop some actual fucking bombs on people. So it's like, did you know mobile game companies make money? It's true. They do. And here's how. Like, let's get to the here's how. All right.
Game purchases, which are also called microtransactions. Now, for reference, 2016's total revenue from all forms of interactive entertainment, that's console, PC, VR, was $91 billion, which means mobile in-game purchases.
Yo, all right. Yo, we're burying the fucking lead. All right, this is fucked up right over here. See that one? That virtual reality? We have virtual fucking reality, people. Are you all aware that you can put on a fucking headset and you can be somewhere else? You can be someone else, somewhere else, doing something amazing right fucking now. We can do that. The future is today. The future is fucking today. You can get a massage. You can do all that shit with VR. Okay? This is fucking crazy. And it's making the least fucking money. It's right there with esports, which ain't even a thing. But all this other shit is just crushing actual virtual reality, just proving that people are actually more lazy than they are interested in a good experience. Because VR is fucking incredible. And the price isn't even that much fucking different than this shit. I guarantee you most people have spent more money on fucking mobile games, which is being proven right here, than virtual reality rigs. Once you have a virtual reality rigs, your games can be literally $4. And then you can play them for like ever because you're somewhere else. You're like transported to a world of magic and wonder. Telling you, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy that this shit is outperforming the literal future. The literal future is here. And we are like, yeah, but there's some shit on my phone that's actually kind of interesting. I don't even know. This blows my fucking mind. I think it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. And maybe it's just a monetization thing. Because this shit will come to virtual reality too. Right now it's living on your phone. And it's on your Nintendo Switch with the new Pokemon game. But as soon as this fucking monetization comes to virtual reality, oh, the shit's gonna fucking pop off.
Which means mobile in-game purchases made up about a third of the industry's total sales. So why does that matter? Well, all that money has to come from somewhere.
Because game developers are going to stop making games for other shit because it's easier to make mobile games than it is to make console games. And they're all going to go that road and they're going to learn how to... This is where the money's at. They're coming for your fucking pocket. It's easier here than it is there. It's hard to get paid on a console, easy to get paid on your phone. So they're all coming to your phone. That's why we got pay to win microtransaction bullshit on Nintendo Switch. They're like, this shit's working for these guys. Let's do it everywhere.
Mobile gaming, it might surprise you to learn that less than 5% of players make up to almost 70% of mobile gaming revenue. Some players just get hooked. And for good reason.
They get addicted.
Mobile games tend to use a lot of psychological tricks aimed at keeping you playing. Many of which are frequently used in the gambling industry to make games more fun and engaging. I mean, you probably don't think of your phone as a mini casino.
You should. Who the fuck doesn't? That's kind of the point. You should. You should think of it like a mini casino. It's like, that's what it is. And it should probably tell you that it is. Because, maybe people don't think this way. But they should. It absolutely is. 100% your phone's a casino now.
But in a lot of ways, they work the same.
Because we didn't regulate it, and these motherfuckers ran crazy. We didn't regulate that shit at all. We said, it's okay to turn the phone into a fucking casino. Said nobody gives a shit. So they did. They were like, hey, nobody gives a shit if we turn someone's phone into a casino. Really? Isn't that illegal? No, actually, there's no laws. Oh, great. Let's do it.
Things like your phone notifications, lights, sounds, buzzes, and the exciting visuals that we're all so familiar with on our phones are all types of a psychological training, aptly named scheduled reinforcement.
I am about 100 times more likely to play a Marvel-themed slot machine than any other slot machine. And I guess that really says it right there on why I play Marvel Strike Force. I'm like, basically, I will do anything for the Marvel IP. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't really play slot machines, but this one's Marvel, and it fucking talks to me like Tony Stark when I play it. So it's on. I'll drop $20 on this.
A principle originally developed back in 1957 by doctors B.F. Skinner and C.B. Furster.
Ah, the Skinner box.
The two used rats and pigeons to identify 5 types of behavioral learning, which, with the addition of some type of reward, could be used.
You see how fucking addictive this shit is? Because he's trying to tell us about mobile game addiction, and he can't stop rubbing on his fucking phone while he does it. He is totally hooked.
To reinforce some kind of desirable behavior. For more information, just Google scheduled reinforcement. In addition, other mechanics like leveling up, or rare item drops, rewards for playing,
Feel that.
rewards at random,
Yep.
those are all
Check.
based on various scheduled reinforcement models,
check.
which, in the end,
Like rats.
are all designed to keep you wanting to play.
Like
Even
rats.
If you've never heard of B.F. Skinner, you've probably heard of another type of behavioral reinforcement from psychologist Ivan Pavlov. Yeah, the dog guy. Games also typically use a few other psychological techniques to keep you playing, things like hedonic adaptation or goal chasing. This is akin to completing one level or challenge in your game, which then unlocks
Oh, like completing the Doom Raid 1 and then moving right into the 1.1 just like a fucking lab rat? Yeah, check. Done it.
a new level, or skill, or quest, which you can then immediately start to complete. Thus, you always have some
It could literally be the same fucking thing, but like a little harder. And I'm like, yeah, where's that cheese at?
new task to work towards. Games also rely on something called gambler's fallacy, which is a term used when people think they see a pattern in completely random events.
Oh, shit. Some of you just got dunked on. Some of you just got dunked on. Up on this YouTube channel, maybe right in this room, some of you people just got dunked on with some seed theories and shit. It's called the gambler's fallacy, people. It's true. It's true. You start looking, you start thinking there's patterns everywhere. You start thinking you can beat the game. Shit's true.
Even though no such pattern actually exists.
It don't.
You see this one a lot on slot machines, or
does not.
really any time that you've ever said, I was so close to winning there. Conditioning, goal setting, and randomness all make a player's experience very enjoyable.
It's designed for you to see the pattern. It's designed for you to believe there's a pattern. That's part of it. The fact that, and you're not, it's not your fault. You're not dumb, okay? You're being manipulated. You think there's a pattern because they want you to think there's a pattern because that makes you do it. That makes it desirable to you. That makes your brain like it. It thinks that there's a pattern. Like the fucking arm on the orbs. When it swings around, you think that if you time it just right, maybe you'll get a better drop. It makes it more enjoyable. That was a thing. I'm not making that up. I'm not making that up at all. That was a fucking video back in the day where I forget who the fuck it was. Tony Bing. I don't know. I'll just name a guy that doesn't do it anymore. And he was watching the arm swing around the orb, right? And he's like, when it comes back like this and you hit it right here, that's when you get the good luck. Like, what the fuck? Like, no, that's not anything. That's you making shit up. It's you tricking yourself into buying orbs and shit because you like that. It's not what it is. It appears that way because it's supposed to. You're being taken advantage of. Stop it.
And when you add in an element of competition, player autonomy, and the ability for players to really relate to each other, well, you've got the recipe for a game that keeps players engaged.
Make me feel guilty about this right here. I mean, straight up, we're all relating to each other because we play the same game. Y'all are here because we all are addicted to the same mobile game, or were, because I know some people are here because they used to play and they used to watch me, and then you stop playing, but you still watch me, but we still relate to each other. That human bond, man. So yeah, I feel bad sometimes still being out here and making videos and shit because I know I'm just promoting it more. But look, no one's actually spending anymore, so at least that's good.
But there is one more element that gets added to most mobile games. Time. Specifically, wait time. Wait time to build things, to get bonuses, to level up.
Recharge your energy.
And that wait time varies from a couple hours
massage
to
from
maybe a
Beth.
couple days. And that can be agonizing, especially when you enjoy playing the game and want to get further in it. Wait times also make some in-game items very valuable. Things like coins, gems, and rare items usually take a long time to collect when playing a free-to-play game. But these items also tend to reduce wait times. And that brings us back to monetization. Because almost all free-to-play games offer in-app purchases aimed specifically at reducing built-in wait times. And not surprisingly,
Marvel Strike Force and its ilk have kind of gotten away from that mechanic. That used to be more of a thing. And yeah, I don't know. Do we really reduce wait time anymore? I don't know. I don't know if we reduce wait time anymore. Like maybe raid nodes, but not really. Buying energy, kinda. It's weaker than it used to be. I mean, they used to lean on it heavy. You're exploiting. All the things that are being mentioned in the chat here are like exploits. I'm going to buy another attack in the arena so that I can be number one. I'm going to do this. It's not to like speed anything up. Like other games absolutely like stop you from playing unless you give them the in-game currency. And there's no game here anymore. It'd be like if we really enjoyed doing RTA attacks and we could do more of them if we spent the in-game currency, but that's not really what it is.
88% of the purchases players make are for those type of items. The psychology behind mobile games, the ease of making purchases, and the perceived value of in-game purchasable items all amount to a conversation most gamers would never think to have. Is there an element of gambling in mobile gaming? Well, it's still hard to say. There are definitely similarities, and the big risk actually isn't that in-app purchases are a gateway drug to gambling. No.
They just are.
Instead, the concern is all about how enticing and easily available in-app purchases actually are. They're in every game, and available to every player, young or old. Those games are designed to make players want to play them. So if an in-app purchase lets a player play longer or faster than they normally could, there is a real risk that some players may get hooked on making purchases on a regular basis. And that could mean spending a lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of the Marvel Strike Force thing is like not more, but better. I want to be better at it. It like stops you from being good unless you give it money to be good. I want to be good. I want to be better. I want the newest character so I can be more better. Be more better.
Money on something that's really just a game. Remember, less than 5% of players make purchases.
Very important. No one is buying anything anymore. Absolutely true.
But they account for 70% of a game's revenue. Fun fact, 5% of the
I got to tell Genome to do it. You'll find out later, but no, absolutely. That's a great idea, Genome. Yeah, do that.
population is also highly susceptible to developing a gambling problem. Just food for thought before we sign off. In the end, it's not that mobile games are bad, or that you shouldn't make an in-app purchase. It's just important to think about these things the next time you're playing your favorite mobile game.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I like that video better. That was superior to part 1. Part 2 was better and less creepy. Part 1 was kind of straight up creepy and weird. Part 2 was better. So we'll come back. We'll check out more of that. We're getting pretty late into the night, though. I think we're gonna. What the fuck am I looking at? It's a peek behind. There's nothing there. This is important. That's good. All right, everybody. It's getting late. Thank you for hanging out with me tonight. Grave diggers, old and new alike. We're going to turn it in. We're going to play you out with a song like we normally do. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back Monday with Genome at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time for more microtransactions and loot boxes. Gotcha tactics. You can trust me. Hail Heartgrave.